Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about my very first farmer's market. Let's get into it. I have to start off this video with a big thank you to everyone who subscribed. We just reached another milestone this weekend of 800 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. I'm so grateful, and I know we're going to hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving. That being said, let's talk about the farmer's market from Friday. So on Friday, I attended my first farmer's market. It was at Catoctin Presbyterian Church in Waterford, Virginia. It was from 4 to 6 p.m. They have it on Fridays. This is the first one I've been able to go to. I haven't even been able to just attend because I work during the week, so I had to take PTO to be able to go to this. The whole time when I was there, like, people kept asking me, oh, are you coming back? Are you coming back? Are you going to be at the next one? And I felt bad. I was like, no, this is the only one I can go to. So I'm really hoping that next year they do some on the weekends, or they at least have one weekend show so that I can participate again. But the pastor, his name is David, and he's been the pastor there for over 19 years. The person running the point on the event, his name is Logan. He's an elder. I'll have his email in the description down below, so if you're interested in participating, I'd highly recommend and reach out to Logan and get signed up. They ask for a 10% donation to the church based off of your sales for the day. So if you don't make anything, you don't donate anything, and I love that. I thought that was wonderful. I've not seen that before. I've seen places where you have to pay a fee as well as a percentage of your sales, but making a 10% donation I think is wonderful. I am so grateful for that. I've done many shows where I've told you guys I spent $100 to be there and had to pay $100 for my booth, so it was a waste of my day. That being said, I'd love to do it again, but like I said, for my personal schedule, it was difficult for me to attend. I ended up making $110 in sales, so I made a $15 donation. I only had 3 sales. The average sale was $38.67. I sold 3 tea wallets, 6 jar openers, and 2 reusable towel sets. I didn't take all of my products. For example, I did not take any of the soap towel pouches because I knew that the way the church is, I didn't know if we would be in the parking lot, which is gravel, or if we'd be in the grass. And I've talked to you guys before about how my stuff, if it gets dusty, I don't know how to clean it. It's very difficult. So I definitely did not want to take these soap towel pouches. I knew that. Turns out it wasn't an issue, the dust. We were on the grass and it was a far enough distance and people pulled in at a slow enough rate. Most people honestly parked in the side parking lot rather than the parking spots right in front of us, that there wasn't like dust clouds. So that was a very big positive for me because I do not like doing outside shows for my products getting dirty. And the tea wallets, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my video last week celebrating like British Week and celebrating the Queen, and I made tea wallets. I had 5 of them because I had the 4 British ones, and then the flamingo one I was showing you guys as the like tester. I sold 2 of the British ones and 1 of the flamingo. And normally having something where I only have 5 of a product does not sell well. People do not like it when you only have a few of an item. They like having multiple choices. So that was really cool, and like most people commented on them and they noticed like, oh, it's the Queen, but nobody bought any of the Queen, the coasters or the jar openers. So those were a no-go, but the jar openers, I don't care. That could just go into the jar opener pile. It's not a big deal at all. And then the coasters, those are the seller that I don't mind having either. So neither one of those is a big deal. The 2 tea wallets I have left, I'll probably just give them as gifts. But it was really cool that people were really into it. So the amount of people doing the show, when I talk to the people, they sometimes there's a lot of people, sometimes there's not a lot of people. There was 4 booths of people. So it was fruit and produce. So they had like tomatoes, garlic, pumpkins, corn, apples, all sorts of fruit, and it's local. They're called Northern Virginia Wholesale Growers. I'll have their link down below. It was Liz and Ramesh. So nice. He helped me like put up my tent when I was there because I went by myself, and like I was just putting up my tent, and he's like, he didn't even like phase him. He just right away came over and started helping me put up the tent, and it was so sweet. I really appreciated that. Guys, I talk about all the time that when you're at a show, you always help your neighbors because you never know if you need something from them in return, and just be a good person. Help the person next to you. But I love seeing that in others and me not always being the one to give. It's nice to receive some. And then the woman on the other side of me, Carly, she had flowers in key lime pie. Uh, I bought one of the key lime pies. So good. Tastes amazing. You can buy her pies. There is a bar in Leesburg, and then you can also buy them at the fruit produce place. So check out one of those two places if you want to get one of her key lime pies. They were so good. And then she had these like mason jar flower arrangements, and she grows her own flowers. So that was really cool. The fourth table was the church itself, which was Logan, who I talked about, and his wife were running that table, and they had like information about the church, and then they had apple butter. So the people who showed up at the event seemed like almost every person was like a repeat customer, because they would like, oh, your key lime pie was so good, we had it last week. And like the produce, they were killing it. Like every sale, produce. Like these people like brought their own bags. They knew like, oh, I'm getting all my produce from these people. It was really awesome to see like the community and how they were really looking forward to seeing the same people calling each other by first name. It was a really cool environment to be a part of. I've never experienced like that tight knit between the customer and the vendor. I've talked about before like vendors knowing each other and being tight knit, but I haven't seen as much of a community connection with the customers and the vendors. So that was really cool to see. That being said, let's talk pros and cons. So pros, the weather was amazing. So it was Friday from 4 to 6. I want to say it was like in the 70s, 80, low 80s or something, but there was a nice breeze. I had my tent set up. And like I said, so my second one is that everyone was so helpful. They were so kind. They were so nice. Not only the vendors and the people at the church, but also the customers. Like all the customers were so kind, and everyone like was saying stuff about my products. Like I said, I only had 3 sales, but still like everyone had something positive to say and was like, oh, this is so cool, this and that. I gave out a ton of business cards. And another pro to me was that it was not all day. It was 4 to 6 p.m. So it took up my day from 3 o'clock till about 6:30. So not a big portion of the day, and I made $100 in sales. So that's not bad at all. I've gone to places for 8 hours and only made $100. So it was a good day in that regard. Cons, at the same time, the time is a con for me because it's not something I can regularly attend. I understand why they do that time. There's a stop sign right in front of the church, so they're utilizing the driving home from work traffic. That is why they've set it Fridays from 4 to 6. Makes sense, but as someone who works full-time, it was very hard for me to attend. My second con is that it was outside. Like I said, it wasn't that bad as I thought it was going to be with the dust of the gravel lot, because both the front little lot and the side lot, I thought the dust would be more, but it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. All my products seem to be fine, so I'm very grateful for that. And then con would be lack of parking, but that being said, there was a big lot on the side. However, if you're not familiar with this area, so if you weren't someone just commuting, if you were someone just driving by and you happen to see it, it doesn't look like there's much parking in the front. So you might run into the instance of, oh, it's already full, we can't go. But if you like came around the stop sign, there's a whole big lot where there's plenty of parking for anyone to go. So everything with a grain of salt, right? And at the end of the day, like I said, I only had 3 sales. I wish I had more sales, but also I met some great people. I had a great time. I got great feedback on my products, which I appreciate. So all in all, it was a good day in my book. I'm happy I went. I would love to do it again. Like I said, I already spoke with Logan and suggested that he do a weekend show, even if it's just one. I think that would be a great idea. So I think it was fun, and I love that I signed up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you attend farmers markets? What do you think about farmers markets? Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.